So we do a quick reminder of what scale factor means. We know that scale factor is basically the number that you multiply each of the side lengths to get a similar figure. So in this case, we have two corresponding side lengths. This 2 corresponds with this short side. This 3 corresponds with this long side. So let's do some multiplication. 3 times our scale factor, 5 is equal to 15. And we know 2 times our scale factor is equal to 10. So we can actually find the side lengths of the corresponding figures. If we write that in, we can see that the new figure should be a 10 by 15. Now here's the thing. Let's take a look at the areas instead. We can find the areas of a rectangle by multiplying the base and the height. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And 10 times 15 is equal to 150. So if we're going to answer the actual question, how many times greater is the area? A lot of people would think that area should be 5 times greater. But in this case, 5 times 6 is actually not equal to new area, not equal to the 150 as it should be. Now the question is, why? Well, why don't we actually do a comparison first? Let's find the actual areas. We already know that this is 6. We know this is 150 because this is a side length of 10. And we can see if we have 150 divided by 6, this would actually be a total of 25 times greater. Now, just as a reminder of what we learned in class, scale factor squared, or the scale factor times scale factor, is how many times the area of the image will be. As a reminder, scale factor squared means scale factor times scale factor. In this case, 5 times 5 is equal to 25 times greater. Now, if we take 6 times 25, we actually will see that this is equal to 150. Now let's do a problem where we do it the other way around. In this case, let's take a look at the areas. We don't know anything about the side lengths. Area of the original is equal to 6 as before, but this time, area is equal to 600 on the image. Now, an erroneous assumption would be scale factor, well, it must be 100 because area is 100 times greater. If we try that though, 2 times 100 and 3 times 100, we would get 200 and 300. And the problem is we don't actually get the area of 600. We get an area of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we actually get an area of 60,000. So in this case, that would be incorrect. Now, let's see what this is actually supposed to mean. First off, you want to actually compare the areas of the two figures, the original figure and the image. In this case, it's pretty easy to see that the area is 100 times greater. Now, this is the important part because if we take a look at the previous slide, if the area is 100, we need to find two numbers that are the same number to find our scale factor. In this case, 100, we can see that the square root of 100, 10 times 10 is equal to 100, and therefore our scale factor must actually be 10. Let's double check this. If we have 10 times 2 and 3 times 2, we can actually see 20 times 30, which indeed gives us 600. As a result, we can clearly state our scale factor is actually 10 and not 100.